Today, I want to talk to you about how to have a life outside of school. This was my long problem. I always felt like I was just going to school, and that was all my life was about. And if you didn't know, we can actually change it. So, this is how we're going to change this little like vibe in your life, because it is kind of exhausting to feel like the only thing that you do is go to school, listen to your teachers, do your homework, maybe study sometimes, and that's all. We are not doing that, and this is how you can actually change that too. First things first, find a hobby slash a passion project. So if you didn't know, my little passion project is you guys, my YouTube channel. But I also do think that I have a few hobbies. For example, Pilates. Like I do them each morning, and it definitely makes me feel like I actually, first of all, I am becoming my ideal self, and second of all, I also do something that I love, and it makes me feel like, you know what, I have a passion, I have something that I'm working on, and something that's going to make me feel like I am actually doing something else than just school, listening to these authorities, and being a little lamb. This is how you can find your hobby. First little thing is to try new things. I think that it is such a scary thing to do, but at the same time it can like literally learn us so much. Like whenever I do a new thing, I try a new hobby, I try a new activity, I go out with someone new, I just feel different, and I like that because it can kind of get a little mundane and it's just kind of boring in a way. But trying new things definitely helps. And I also think you should ask yourself a few of these questions. So number one, what is something I've always wanted to try slash do but never did? What does my ideal self do as her hobby? Slash what is her passion project? How can I implement more self-improvement into my life? Another thing, it doesn't have to be just a hobby, it could be reading 10 pages of your book slash like self-improvement book, because I think when you feel like you're working on yourself, it can feel so good because you feel like you're not just going to school. Like who wants to just be going to school and not reaching their goals? So what I do is I first of all journal, read my book, do Pilates, record videos. I do all that because I want to feel like I'm becoming my ideal self. It can be really like sad to do the same thing your whole life. And sometimes I obviously go to school for like 12 years now. It's going to be the 12th year that I go to school this year, which is scary because you feel like you're doing this, because it sometimes can feel a little infinite, like you're doing this for 12 years already. Like how long is this going to be going for? It's kind of like sad because you feel like you're not really improving in that way, because you've been doing this since you were like literally 6, and you're doing this and you're like 17 like I am, and it's like, what is this? Like, did I not improve in any way? And so I think self-improvement and actually doing what you love can really help that feeling, because you actually feel like you're improving each and every day. And now we love to talk, but we sometimes don't take the action. And so this is what you're going to do to actually implement this hobby slash passion project into your life. Put it into your routine. It can be your monthly routine, it can be your weekly routine, it can be your daily routine, but basically always put it into your routine, because then just see it there, you'll have it on your to-do list and you're like, oh, I should do this. So go right now, this is your sign, go write this thing into your to-do list. For tomorrow, for your weekly to-do list, for your monthly to-do list, it doesn't matter, just put it there and actually take the action. And also you will create a habit of it, which is so exciting, because I love when I like work on something and I actually do it like frequently. That way you actually see the results and you feel more motivated to do it in the future. Stop procrastinating. Imagine you go to school, you come home, you go to your bed and go and scroll on your TikTok. And then the night comes and you sleep, and then you wake up and you go to school again. And then this cycle goes all again and again. I would die. First of all, it definitely doesn't benefit you in any freaking way. Like, it literally and basically makes you even more depressed than you are. And who the hell wants that? No one. I at least don't. So, this is how you will change it. First, I think we should start with a little quote. The cost of procrastination is a life you could have lived. For example, I have really big goals. Do you think I would reach them if I would just go home and scroll on TikTok? Let me think for a second. No, I wouldn't. Second of all, if I would go to school, go home, scroll on my phone, go to school, scroll on my phone, go to school, scroll on my phone, I would feel so bad, and I would feel like school is the only thing that I do in my life. So, since we want to put that feeling away, we're not gonna do that. By being more time efficient, you can put so much more time into yourself, which not only is it really fun, but it also helps you to become the best version of yourself. And honestly, that's like the ultimate goal of like my life. For example, I want to be her. I want to be that bitch. Okay, I want to be that girl that I have on my vision board. It may look like studying for the whole day, and that is okay. If that is your dream, go and do it, girl. Like, you want to get on that school, go study, girl. Or maybe it looks like you're doing TikToks. Maybe you just want to be a TikToker. Okay, record them, girl, record them. Or maybe you just want to go out with your friends and have a very social life, and that is also okay. So yeah, go text your friend right now and go out with them tomorrow. This way, it will not feel like the only thing you do in your life. Plus, another little thing that goes into the stop procrastinating section is study frequently. It sounds scary, I know. But somehow we all were programmed to feel like studying is a bad thing and only nerds do it. Honestly, if I would be called a nerd, I would kind of feel proud of it, because obviously I studied to be called like that, okay? I studied and I'm proud. So study regularly. For example, I do it each day for an hour, because that is literally like so beneficial. Like, I have to tell you guys a little story time. I was writing a test the other week, okay, and I got 60% from it. It is like, oh my god, it's so good. It's like the best score I've ever gotten. No, it definitely isn't, but it definitely is better than 20%, okay? And I was getting that, okay? I was getting that. But like 2260, that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. And I actually didn't like fail that subject, which I'm so proud of, honestly, because it was my biggest fear this year. And this is how I did it. I obviously studied, but I didn't study like all day, okay? No, I studied for 2 weeks, an hour each day, and that is chill. Like, obviously you gotta do it like consistently, but it works out in the end, and it's just an hour out of your whole day. Like, look at it, like you could be scrolling for like the whole day, but you could also use that 1 hour that you have there. And don't tell me that you don't have an hour to study. Like, you literally do, so go study. This will not only give you the benefit of good grades, but it also will give you the benefit of stressing a lot less. Because whenever a test comes, you will just look at it and be like, oh, that's fine. I am studying for it already. Like, before I even knew the test was going to happen, I studied, because I'm consistent in my studying, and that's why I don't have to stress about this test / exam, because I literally have the skill already. So go study. It might seem like it's never ending, but at the end of the day, you will probably spend less time stressing and more time enjoying your life. Another point is make friends outside of school. Go to some like little activity clubs, go to a park, a cafe, go anywhere and make a friend. It does sound really scary, honestly, even for me. But I think we just gotta do it, even online. You have endless possibilities, endless opportunities. So, go and find that friend outside of your school. I think we all have like at least some person that we can text that's not going to school with us and just be like, hey, wanna grab a coffee with me? We can talk, we can chat, we can catch up. And that will also be like, for example, if you fight with the people at your school, it could be nice to not feel like, oh no, my whole life is so bad because I have all my friends against me. No. Mm-mm. You have friends outside of school, you have friends outside of school. And it also can be really refreshing to just like change up your space. So you go hang out with your friend that's outside of your school. And you feel so good. Like it's literally, oh, a new person to talk to, a new whatever. And I think that can also better your like friendships in school because that way you will not get bored of them, which can be really toxic. And the last thing, romanticize it. Sometimes you just hate on school because like I honestly understand because we were there since we were 6 years old, and it all gets so boring real quick because we are going there like all the time for like how long? Very, very scary. But when you romanticize it, you will make it feel so much better. So go and buy these pink markers that you wanted, or go buy this pen that you dreamed of. And just make it really aesthetic, make it really cute, romanticize it, play the playlist that you love for going to school, listen to a podcast, read your book there. It literally can be nicer than we all make it. And also, obviously, you romanticize your studying. What I do is I always play like a little focus slash work music with really nice image, and it always like it's so calming. Like not only is it nice to look at, but it's also nice to listen to, and it also makes you feel more focused. So a little trick. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little video. I think it can be really, scary to be doing something that you just don't enjoy as much. And I think this also goes into you working. For example, if you have a 9 to 5 job, this could really help you. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe because these nice energy videos are coming. I love you all so much. Mwah, 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 and bye.